The Santee and Cooper Rivers have always been the lifeblood of our community. It's our history, it's our economy, it's our environment. And keeping these rivers and lands around them pristine and available to our community is necessary to preserving our roots, our home where we come from, our sense of place. These lands and waters are more than shades on a map. They are what makes our home our home. Saving them is tantamount to saving the heart and soul of our community.
My family obtained the property around the late 30s, early 40s, and since then they went forestry, big-time forestry, and they bought land, sold land, and were able to keep this for hunting and for fishing for some of their clients that they had that came down, and luckily they kept this property, and it's happened to be the most pristine property we have right now. We decided, we wanted to make sure to keep it protected and non-developed, and so we decided to go ahead and put the conservation easement on the property. Well, the reason why what I like about the easement so much is that you can still do what you want to do on your property. You can, you can timber and hunt, you can fish, you can plant, and but we just enjoy getting out here and having a good time and knowing the land's protected for future generations.
The Fort Farallon project is a project designed to save and forever preserve an extant Revolutionary War fortification. Historically, it's a one-of-a-kind in the state of South Carolina and is a rare commodity within the entire nation. This is a most significant historic site related to the Revolutionary War and provides us a real opportunity not just to tell the stories of how liberty was forged in South Carolina, but invite the public to come see the fortification itself, which still survives. The opportunity to visit Fort Farallon is going to make an impression on anyone and help you grasp just the role that Berkeley County patriots played in the formation of our country. We're privileged on this project to work with the Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust. When we set our sights on preserving this historic site, we first came to them. We knew they had the connections in the community. We were well aware of their track record of conservation and preservation in Berkeley County, and we thought they would be the most effective partner for us to preserve this very rare place. And that has borne out to be exactly right.
We can grow and still preserve the things we love. Economic growth is important. It brings good-paying jobs, corporate citizens that invest in our community, and a stable tax base. Businesses want to locate where quality of life is high, so we know that we need to preserve the things that make life good in our community. We are blessed with this beautiful, safe environment, and we need to preserve it to continue to make this a great place to live and work. In the early 2000s, Santee Cooper teamed up with the Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust to preserve over 3,250 acres here in the Wadboo. We're just so glad Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust was here to help us protect this for future generations.
Now that I'm older, I've come to realize how much my own identity is tied up with the experiences that I had as a child on the Santee and the Cooper Rivers. Every time we lose a piece of them, I feel like we lose a little bit of our own identity and our connection to our community. Keeping these rivers pristine will allow us to pass on the same sense of ownership and sense of community on to our kids, which is very important to me.
The Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust. What does it mean to me? It means to have a group to partner with, to roll up our sleeves with, that's going to protect the cultural and historic resources of the South Carolina Lowcountry.
To me, it means there are places in this area that you won't have to sit in traffic all day and where you can drive down a country road and still see a family farm.
It's about passing on my family legacy and land.
It's about our sense of place, and the Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust makes it possible for us to protect our sense of place.
What's important about the Lord Berkeley Conservation Trust to me is that it gives our community a way to grow economically, but still preserve the things that make it a great place to live and work.
Without these efforts, these sites are going to be lost forever.